It's giving me kind of like Twilight vibes.
You're like, yeah. You're giving Edward. Yes, you should.
Hello, my name is Christian Lee, here for Earwom Digital. I'm here with, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hey, I'm Sophie Holohan, and I'm really excited to be here.
And I am excited that you are here as well.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here also, again.
But how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderfully. How are you doing, Christian?
Doing great. It's a Monday, but the weather is really nice. We're in a nice park.
Yeah.
Here with some loved ones,
Exactly. It's a beautiful day, beautiful energy, a light breeze. Like, what more can you ask for?
Oh, your earrings are like so cool.
Thank you. They're little bows, little silver bits. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, okay.
I like the sweatshirt too.
Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to Mikey. His birthday's coming up soon.
Woohoo!
Had to get the hoodie. But okay. Enough pleasantries. Let's get down to business.
Intense.
Okay. So obviously we're here because you are a singer.
Yes, I do that.
But let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Let's talk about Tippy Toes.
Oh yeah, my next single. Woohoo!
And this is big because it is your first single back as an independent artist.
Yes, yeah, it is. I've been signed since I was 18, and this is my first one on my own, so I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit more about it because you've dropped some tidbits. I've seen you, cut some pictures. I've seen it was like a ballerina twirling.
Yeah.
But what's the song about? What's so special about this song coming out?
Totally. So I kind of wrote this about parting ways with my label and the feelings that went with that, but it's also just kind of also about love and relationships. But basically, it's like the story of when something's ending for the better, but it's still hard and there's still complex feelings because you have love for the person or the people or whatever, but it's time to part ways, and you kind of want to be angry at them, but you're not because you still have love for them. So it's like those complicated emotions all together. Yeah.
And let's talk about, because you said you were signed, and I believe that TikTok did play a role in you getting signed, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so I think you know this person as well. Her name is Madeline the person. Madeline the person.
I love her. She's amazing.
She is amazing. And she did do, I believe it was a TikTok talking about it because she just got off her label as well. And she's talking about, I think she was in a similar situation as you. And I'm wondering, what can you say about that? Because, just like the marketing and everything around that, because TikTok is great for all that,
totally.
But then also, labels don't really know too much about it. So they kind of, I feel like for most artists, they just kind of have to fend for themselves and don't put too much, they don't really know how to put the marketing behind them, so they just kind of push it on the artists. And was that the same with you, or?
Yeah, I feel like it was a similar scenario where people on my label were definitely really trying, but they were also very focused on virality. And if something wasn't viral, then it was we don't really know what to do, instead of kind of in the past where artists around my size would be developed and they'd have some songs that wouldn't necessarily stream like crazy or wouldn't necessarily get on radio or that kind of thing, and there was time for an artist to be developed and put out albums that weren't necessarily successful and all that kind of stuff numerically. But now it's you have a single, and if that isn't viral, then they get kind of frazzled and they're like, what do we do? This one thing wasn't a success. And I feel like a lot of artists are feeling that now, where I have so much music that I want to put out that I love, and there was so much pressure to have it be viral instead of just having it be expression. And obviously I understand you have to make money as an artist, I totally get that, but I think there was so much pressure for it to be one specific song that did well, and now I feel really excited to be able to just put out a bunch of stuff and see what sticks.
That's great to hear. I think Mikey said the same thing when he left his label as well, because I think I'm sure it is the same with you. They, like you said, they would drop single, and if it doesn't go too well, they get frazzled and they just keep dropping singles, and you're just I just want to drop my project.
Totally, exactly. And that's the thing too. It's there's so much emphasis on singles instead of the artistry of it all. I love the idea of building a world and having having visuals and all that kind of stuff, and it was very much like, oh, if this one thing didn't hit, then how can we know that the rest of it will? And it's like, it's different songs, it's different music, we don't know, you know? So yeah, I totally agree.
I mean, like an album, you try to make it cohesive or just make it your own as possible. And as much as it would be nice for, every song you put out to just be banger after banger,
Totally.
it's just not, that's how it is.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like I loved my time with my label so much, and they were such good people who cared so much. But I think that being independent now, I really get the chance to explore my artistry without any other opinions, and I feel like that is really exciting to me. Yeah.
Okay. And let's, it's Women's History Month.
Oh, yes. It
and
is.
I don't know if you want to hear a man's opinion on this,
Please.
but I just want to say, because I've listened to your music, obviously, I think Cognitive Dissonance, I listened to that, it came up on one of my Discover Weeklies, maybe a year ago, so that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
But a few of your songs, I think, that song, I think the other song, is it Till I Die?
Till I Die.
I think both of those, they both give off the singer from the UK, Holly Humberstone.
Oh, I love Holly Humberstone.
Some of your songs do give off that vibe. It's cool.
Thank you. I love her. She's great. Yeah.
It's definitely, I mean, you have such an array of sound, but for me, in my opinion, I think you're bedroom pop type songs. They're bangers. They're bops.
Thank you so much. I love making them. One of my favorite things is tricking people into singing sad songs. The whole thing is kind of oh, if I disguise it in this pop beat, then people won't know that I'm miserable and self-sabotaging.
Hey, we could all relate to that.
Yeah.
But outside of Holly, let's talk about, because you said you've been making music since you were a kid, or at least songwriting.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, who were some musicians, artists that inspired you for your music?
Oh my gosh. A big one was definitely Taylor Swift. Big Swiftie throughout my life, and I would listen to her music. I had a Taylor Swift journal that I would write my lyrics in when I was really young. It was from Red. But I would also say Adele, Florence and the Machine. My mom's biggest love of her life is Brandi Carlile, and so I would listen to a lot of that growing up. Jason Mraz, a lot of those deep lyricists that also have some catchy hooks and stuff. Yeah, that was a big thing in my house.
Quick fun fact.
Tell me.
Jason Mraz was one of the first concerts I went to.
No way.
Yeah, and that's also one of the first places where I'm wow, this is this weed? What is that?
No, I feel the same. I saw him too. I went to a Jason Mraz concert. It was such a pivotal moment for me. It was at this place in San Jose. At the time it was called the HP Pavilion. Now it's called the SAP Center. And it's this big arena. Yeah. And my mom and I got second row tickets, and I was this is the craziest thing ever. And at the time, I think I was 10. And I had just started learning to play guitar, and I knew I Won't Give Up on guitar. And he was playing I Won't Give Up, and we were so close to the stage, and my mom was Sophie, you should wave at him. And I waved at him while he was playing all frantically and stuff, and he stopped playing and waved to me, and I was oh my gosh, this is the coolest moment of my life. And that was one of those moments where I was wow, music is so special, and it makes people, it's such a cool connection of energy and I don't know, community in a way where you could have never talked to someone before, and it just feels so special. Yeah.
In a way, that's why we're here today right now.
Exactly.
Okay. But yeah, speaking about, just community, friendship and all that, do you think we could be friends now?
I think so. Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd say that.
You're waiting, huh?
I was waiting. Yeah, I felt there was a good friendship vibe between us.
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Yeah, no, the feeling was definitely mutual. Yeah.
Okay. But a thing I do for my friends, one of my love languages, actually, I love it when people use violence and just speak loud for me, And also, receiving gifts, but giving gifts too.
But mostly violence.
Sorry, I just watched Bottoms. Great movie.
Oh, love it. Yeah. So good. Yeah. Queer classic.
Already, I know. Can you believe it?
No,
it's
exactly.
so good.
It's so good. So good.
Okay, but back on track though.
Friendship.
I have friendship, and I have some gifts for you.
Oh my gosh.
First one, because, like you said, Taylor Swift's big on you, and I'm a big Swiftie too. But I remember when I first discovered you, I found some of your TikToks, and it was off from this album, Lover.
Oh my god. Oh, this album is so good. I saw Taylor in concert, and she played Death by a Thousand Cuts from this album, and it was just incredible. Thank you so much, Christian. This is so
Really?
Great. Yeah.
Because I was also at that show too.
No way!
What was the second song?
The second one was
I think it was. Oh, you're gonna go.
You're on your own kid.
Oh, you were there. Okay.
Yeah, this is friendship.
Wow.
See, yeah, Taylor Swift brings people together.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well,
that's cool.
I have a gift for you.
Okay.
Because I've watched your interviews before, and I've thought that it was so sweet how you give people gifts. So I give all of my friends for like their first birthday that we have as friends gnomes. So I love gnomes. It's like a weird little thing. So I made this little vinyl for earworm with a little gnome.
Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. I was going to ask later in the interview. I'm like, yeah, so I heard you're obsessed with gnomes.
Yeah, I have a gnome thing. I can't explain it. I just like those little guys. They're weird.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. But hey, it doesn't stop there. There's more.
Oh my gosh.
And so you did mention your mom, and I thought she would enjoy this. Is Brandi Carlile.
That's so sweet. Oh my god, my mom. I think you're my mom's favorite friend of mine now, actually, probably. Wow, Bear Creek, great album. Great album. Oh my gosh.
That was good.
Yeah, what are the hits on this
I think
one? That Wasn't Me is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you.
I don't think it's doxing, but yeah, your mom does live in LA too, right?
She lives in LA, yeah. She copied me. I lived here first, and then she was like, I'm done with the Bay. I wanna go live in LA with Sophie. So we live like 30 minutes away from each other. So it's like a healthy distance.
That is healthy. That is healthy. That's good.
She has her space, but yeah, like last night, St. Patrick's Day, ate some corned beef and cabbage, and watched Love Is Blind together. So family time. Yeah.
You know, I've just gotten to Love Is Blind. It's a good show.
It's good. I love trash TV. I love the drama. I love drama that's outside of my life. It makes me feel more.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We are friends.
Yes,
this is crazy.
Exactly.
All right, but last but not least, I have one last gift for you.
Oh my god.
And it is Adele.
Oh my god. You did your research. This is crazy. Thank you so much. I don't have this one either. I have
You don't have any of these, do you?
I have no, I don't. No. But I love Adele, so I've been wanting this one eventually. Yeah. So thank you so much, Christian. That's
You're welcome.
Nice. Wow. I feel so spoiled in this friendship. Thank you. I'm sorry it wasn't the same amount of gifts, but
it's okay. This one, just means as much.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
But, speaking about friendship and everything too, I have some more questions that will probably deepen our friendship.
I'm ready.
Okay, first one. I do love these Crocs, but I heard you do have a Shrekphobia.
Yes. How do you know? That's crazy. Yes, I do have a little bit of a Shrekphobia, because when I was 3 years old, I got my adenoids taken out, and after they were taken out, I had like an IV in my arm, and I had to wait through like the duration of the Shrek movie with that in my arm. And so yeah, I had like a little bit of an aversion to Shrek. But honestly, have you seen like the Shrek rave videos on TikTok?
Oh, I know the one like with the jumbo scroll and everything.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I feel like that's like both helped and hindered my recovery and my Shrekphobia. So lots of exposure therapy recently, though. Yeah. For sure.
Hey, I mean, whatever is trying to help you.
Exactly.
And also too, like you talked about your parents, both of them musical. But what can you tell me about Rock's hologram?
Rock's hologram. So Rock's hologram is the alter ego of my dad. So basically, he has been creating music since he was like 16, 17. But he just like kept it for himself. Like he was in bands when I was a kid, but nothing too serious, would just like play local gigs and stuff. And then recently he's decided to go under the moniker Death by Daylight and release music, release all the stuff like from the archives from the 80s like onward, and he's just like excited for people to hear it. And it's not like an in search of fame type thing. It's just kind of like, oh, I made all this music and now I'm finally ready for the world to hear all the stuff that I've created. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of him, and I feel like he's been such an inspiration in my artistry, and so it's really cool to get to celebrate him and all of that. Yeah.
And when we were younger, there was this band too called, was it AVP?
Oh yeah. He was in that band. Yeah, Arch Visceral Parlor. Yeah. Wow, that's great. You really did do your research.
What can I say? I'm a Sophie super fan.
Wow, thank you. I'm a Christian super fan.
Okay, and I think the last question I want to ask you too, it's because, you know, we've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I think even outside of your music, I think you are very, you know, insightful. And obviously, you know, I think all women are intelligent, but I think, you know, you're also intelligent too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I know as a kid, you used to write to, you know, just like newspapers, I think the Mercury Times and everything.
Yeah.
You would write articles. And it was actually, I think it's funny because, you know, you blew up on TikTok, but you're actually more like, not I wouldn't say anti-social media, but you were like a little against it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think there was an article that, so basically when I was in high school, I was in AP Lang class,
Okay.
and we had to write an article. We had to like send in a letter to the editor every month. And so I sent a few, like one to a small place, and then one I sent to the New York Times about TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, I don't know. It was like some think piece about social media and community. And I still stand by it. I think that social media is a great place for people to initially connect. But I think in-person connection is so important, and like, you know, really creating friendships like this. So yeah, I stand by what I said in high school.
I'm glad you stay true to your virtues.
Thank you.
Because I was about to say, because one of your best friends has been, you know, just like self-termed, like terminally online.
Yes,
So
yes,
that's funny.
Miss Katie Turner. Yes, she is, and I feel like I get a lot of my news, internet news from her. So I feel good that she's locked in there, so that I don't have to be as much. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for taking on this interview. It's been so much fun.
It's been so much fun. Thank you.
But before we turn off the camera, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I don't know. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you so much for having me. And yeah, I'm just so excited for all the new music. So yeah, stick around and
Stay tuned to see.
stay tuned. Exactly.
All right, that's a wrap.